Because sort of previously in my practices I'd been kind of just not very focused on what I was doing. It was not random, but it was quite unorganised, and I was sort of just rocking up to the court, warming up, hitting a few balls down the middle, and I was sort of kind of wasting time by doing stuff that wasn't really benefiting me. I was doing a lot of rallying, but then once I sort of studied the art of winning and how it works, it made my practice a lot more focused. So I was really focused on the serve, and then the first ball after the serve, and also the return, and then obviously the fourth shot at the point after you've hit the return. And it just all sort of really helped to focus my practices and get me thinking a lot more about how I was playing and sort of patterns of play within the points. And also it really opened my eye to the fact that most points in tennis are actually won or lost due to the serve or return, or as a result of the serve or return. And I was kind of I actually in my head thought in matches I had a lot of longer rallies, but having sort of studied this, in reality a lot of the points are ending in the first four shots, and hardly any go over the 10 shot or 9 shot sort of threshold. So it really helped to sort of make me realise how important those first four shots are, and made me able to focus my practices a lot easier. And then kind of as a coach, so I did some coaching over the summer and also like during my time in America, and it was very sort of, and also helping out some of my teammates that was the main reason I used it in America, was sort of helping out my teammates with this strategy as well. And actually we saw a lot of improvement just in their even just their focus in practice. They were much more focused on what they were doing rather than sort of just kind of not really focusing on what really needed to be worked on, kind of focusing on what they thought they needed to work on. And so I mean in my coaching it became a lot more not mental, but kind of an all-round coaching strategy rather than just points and sort of rallying. But mainly the rallying, I took a lot of that out because it was sort of, I realised actually for anyone of any level, rallying can be not a waste of time, but mostly a waste of time depending on sort of what you need to work on. And a lot of the time people do a lot of rallying, but then in a match you don't actually use that rallying because you don't get to the point where you need to rally. So I mean a lot of it was kind of just really focusing on the serve and return, and then the third ball afterwards, just to get people in a position where they can then dominate points early, so they don't have to go deep in rallies like past the 9 and 10 shot region. So overall it just really helped me both as a player and then using it as a coach, and I hope to use it more in the future as well and help my players get even better.